video is designed with the personal help and intentiveness of helping people with enlarged or swollen turbinates. I have suffered for many years with inflamed turbinates. I understand if you were prescribed by an ENT specialist or your primary healthcare provider to have a turbinate reduction. I understand that most people didn't know that the consequence of that is basically called empty nose syndrome, where in short you can never use your nose again. I understand the frustration with the pain of having daily swollen, inflamed turbinates and problems. I think the most best fix personally that is not located online, is not able to be found. I think there's a bias, as there is towards cancer, with curing it. I think an option that I found is using ice. Ice, I believe, is one of the best things you can use for your nose. It will shrink turbinates temporarily, and in my experience, I haven't used it that long, only about a month, but I have stopped having to take decongestants, stopped having to take antihistamines. It has helped me. I don't have to blow my nose. My nose leaks still. That's going to happen no matter what. But it's reduced significantly because you're targeting the source almost directly. I had a problem for many years that I had to take. Couldn't get medical insurance, so finally I afforded the money. I had a very good friend, offered to pay for a year for my immunoallergy therapy, which is basically once or multi-weekly shots to the virus you're allergic to, the allergen, collagen, and that has helped me. And a while that helped with a lot of the allergies that I had. The biggest thing with my nose, there was nothing you can do. There still is nothing you can do. 2020 is coming up in a week, and there's nothing you can do. I've researched for the procedure where they do radio frequency, where they do surgery. There's nothing you can do. Clarifix is a new one, but it's very private. There's not a lot of doctors able to do it right now, but it's also a therapy. It's not a one-time fix. It's very small. For example, there's one in Vegas, one in LA, maybe one in Phoenix. It's just not every city. I don't think there's a lot of options, but I think putting ice on your nose for at least 10 minutes per nostril, per orifice, on each part of the nose, the top of the bridge, the bottom, above the sinus cavity, etc., will help anybody who's suffering from inflamed rhinitis, or in my case, just chronic congestion, chronic phlegm, mucus buildup. I'm not a doctor, so I can't advise anybody. You do it at your own risk. Don't take my word on it. Don't quote me. But I don't think there will ever really be a cure. I think personally there is not maybe it's one of these things that can't be cured, because a lot of drug addicts in the 80s, after they did a lot of cocaine, older parents, baby boomers will know, like the long fingernail trick, they'll know what I'm talking about. They used to do the surgeries, but there's really nothing you can do. I'm not sure if it's too similar to polyps, but I know they're very similar, related topics. But there's not much you can do. So for anybody who is suffering from turbinates, I recommend trying the ice method. There's a lot of studies I've used for many years, because I suffered. It took me about 2.5 years to finally get clean with my nose, and they'll never stop, because you're putting a band-aid over an open wound. It's not, you're not getting the right treatment for thing that you need. And then, like I said, it's not something you can heal, but I decided, I did it, worked it out with my doctor, where I go twice a week. I'm speeding it up. I'm going 6 years versus 5, things like that for my own personal case. But there's not a whole lot you can do. I did try the Navage, 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 wonderful word. Sold or prescribed by CVS, sold everywhere. That works very well. It is incredibly uncomfortable. I would compare it to being underwater, getting nose sucked into your water, getting sucked into your nose while swimming. It's very uncomfortable, but it'll work. But if you have allergies, like if you just have mucus buildup, it's fine. But if you have allergies, it's something constant, like daily, like more than once a day, that's tough. It's going to be very hard to deal with. But yeah, there's not much you can do. I would recommend just getting salt water. With those, you can put a tablespoon of fresh sea salt, not iodized. You can use the over-the-counter saline, like sprays. There's really nothing you can do. I stay away from any fraticinone propionate, which is basically any any of those Flonase type of sprays, fraticinone, propionate, any of those sprays, nasal sprays, they don't do anything for you. They just, it's not healthy, and you're not getting any real treatment. I would take decongestants. The problem with that is it's very hard to get them now, because the main ingredient in it is Pseudoephedrine, which Pseudophed is basically made for what is used in crystal meth, which is used for drug addicts. It's drugs, and not something, kids, if you're listening, make sure your parents know what Pseudoephedrine is. It opens your nostrils, and that's it. It shrinks the blood vessels, so people mix it. So it's like poppy seeds. You have poppy seeds on bread. It's the same. It's kind of the same thing. You make cocaine out of poppy seeds. So they try to ration it. A lot of companies over the counter, Costco, the pharmacies, they try to ration it. You have to sign, within 30 days you can't come back. They track you, etc. But I stay away from decongestants because it's not. I've used them excessively, but I'm not somebody who wants to use medicine if I don't have to. It's not healthy, unless you're really ill. It's not. You don't want to use medicine. It's not something you want to. You don't want to tell people. It's not something you want to do yourself. You want to be able to drink. Things like that. Personally, me. And then antihistamines, they work. I use the Costco brand, the Clear, whatever, pick your choice. The only thing is, again, if you don't want to take too much medicine, you don't want to be hooked on medicine, even over the counter, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not, you want your body is a temple in a sense. It will heal you. So if you don't need it, you don't want to dose yourself on things you don't need. You want your body to get used to healing itself on its own. So it's 2020. I hope anybody who's suffering from turbinates, rhinitis, allergies, needs immunotherapy. I hope this will help some people. I'll put some links in the description. There's I'm not going to make a follow-up video on this, but it is something that people who, doctors who say A&D specialists, primary care doctors, allergists, you need septoplasty, which is a curvature of the nose, a fixing of the nose. Everybody has a septoplasty. Everybody has a broken nose from birth. Your ears are different size. Breasts are different size. Everybody's